Welcome back to another episode on the Create-O-Holics server. In the last one, we made probably the best train station you've ever seen. Escargaria Station. This is a combo of solar punk, steampunk, and diorite. No, andesite. No, granite. Oh my god. Granite. And it looks so cool. I'm loving it. It's amazing. I have spent a little bit of time setting up some train stations, as you can see on either side of this thing. We're not going to get this hooked up just yet. We might in this episode or maybe in a future one. I honestly don't know. So I've been missing some Create-O-Holic meetings because I've been doing stuff like Easter. But I think this train is ready to be used. We just need to use it. And I think I might have the first station somehow. We're on episode 18, and I'm the first station? Really? So maybe we need to wait for other people to be better at the game? Oh, shoot, this is backwards. No, it's not. Sorry, I was thinking that car drive this way. Car also drive this way. Because we're in America. We're not in... I think Ross is Dutch or Netherlandish. That's a real place, right? I also mixed up this little track here. We're going to deal with this later because I don't want to do it right now. In the last episode, we needed about 20,000 blocks to build this whole massive thing. And it still looks ugly from the outside. We're fixing that eventually. I'm not being bothered with that today. But we needed 20,000 blocks. And we do have a limestone farm, which is the main block that we used in this base. But we don't have granite. We do have copper and more granite. We don't have glass for sand. Wait, sand for glass. We don't have, there's more limestone. We don't have diorite. We don't have stone. We don't have, I made a list. This is my ideal idea balcony where I have all my farm ideas that I need to make in this episode. Maybe not these three because I can't be bothered, or this one because I can't be bothered, but these we can do, the ones in the middle. We need andesite, diorite, and granite because, I mean, we don't need diorite, but it's in the middle, so why not? And then we also need stone, cobblestone, gravel, and sand because the amount of times I actually have to go mine stone is mind-boggling. Not anymore because we dug out half a mountain, but before that, it was mind-boggling. My mind was boggled. Where did all my glowberry bushes go? Did someone take them? I don't know. Anyway, we are doing at least these 7 items today in a little farm, and there's actually plenty of room underneath this little area here where we can get this put in. Look at how big this thing is. We have so much space, and I already have a farm that I made back in ye old times. I think, like, honestly, a year ago at this point. I can check, but I'm not gonna. Where we can make all 3 of these, and separately all 3 of these, but I actually don't know what I want to do. How do you make granite? It's just diorite and nether quartz. Okay, well, I have an andesite and diorite farm. I can easily tack on the granite bit to it. My fear is that it's not going to be able to fit in this area here, so maybe we set up our stone, cobblestone, sand, and gravel farm in this little area, and then we pray and hope that I can figure out something to do with the andesite, diorite, and granite. All right, I have the andesite farm as a schematic, and as I'm looking at this thing, ooh, it's gonna be a squeeze. That is going to be tight, but it does technically fit. It does fit. We could do it. Oh, that's tempting. That's really tempting. Okay, we're looking at that one. What about this one? It just barely doesn't fit width-wise. Oh, we can fix this cobblestone generator to be faster. Okay, yeah, so this is a little outdated in terms of my total schematics. I think we can shrink this quite a bit to something that'll actually work better for our needs. But this andesite farm fits so perfectly. Like, it feels like it's on purpose that I left the space here, which I did. So maybe we just do this, because then we can create andesite, diorite, and granite without needing an infinite lava source, even though we have one and it's easy to get. We don't need it. And then we could just route this back to the main base. I don't see a problem with this, and I think it's worth doing. Yeah, we're going to do the andesite farm in here. For the other one, depending on how much space we have over in here, the stone farm is actually way smaller than I thought it would be. Okay, it's not this small though. Yeah, no, that's too big. We can fit this somewhere else for sure. We're gonna have to figure where else, somewhere else, but we'll be able to do it. I kind of want to just get in the andesite farm because it is bigger. It's harder to fit somewhere. And maybe we just build another small little... No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Change of plans. How do you make a weakness potion? Spider eye. This is a mess. This is a mess. This is a mess. I have torches. Like, I have the big torches. There shouldn't be an ability for them to spawn. Also, why is there only 3 of the rows? Surely if a zombie were to come, they would have gotten all of them. I don't know. Okay. How do you make a weakness potion? Okay. You guys gotta chill. I'm making your food now. Okay, we have weakness. Okay, this isn't going horribly yet. I'm hoping they keep their trades and their workstations. It's so loud. Uh-oh. That is bad news. Why can't I pick you up? Because you're still evil. I can't pick up a zombie, of course not. This is bad. This is really bad. There's no way for you to get burned by the sun. Do I have to keep this guy aggroed on me for 3 minutes? Boy is finally fixed. I need to convert these guys before I can put him back in his home, though. So go here. Oh my goodness, what a mess. What a mess, what a mess. They have all since converted. Hopefully they're able to still work at their workstations. If not, I'm just gonna cry and give up. But that's okay, because we have literally 16,000 emeralds. I think we'll be okay for now. However, I am worried about these zombie villagers. So, convert. Okay. With these guys, we should be safe. What was I talking about? I have no idea. We need to build the andesite farm. So I guess let's do that. Yeah, we have a big torch directly under here. This means, I think someone did this on purpose. This feels like a targeted attack to get just some of my guys. Because how could a zombie travel 128 blocks away, get to here, infect this guy and this guy maybe, and then despawn? That feels random. But if someone were doing it, then I could see it happening. And I think I have a guess as to who. I actually don't have a guess. I'm trying. Can you let me know down in the comments who did this? If someone did do this, I don't know who would have put, nobody put it in their title and thumbnail, and that's the only thing I judge when looking at YouTube videos, because it's like a book. You have to judge it by the cover. All right, now that he's reconverted, let me pick up my former BFF. Go back in your home, stay there forever. Thank you so much. Let's make some andesite. I honestly don't know what we have to make for this. Which one is which? This, no, this one. I have to remember to, put back this proxy and door thing, so we have items. Items, hooray! Yeah, so I've replaced all of the schematic cannons. We don't need 40 million anymore. Diorite andesite farm. So this should be an easy one. I bet I have 90% of the materials already. Oop, wrong button. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, I do. Yeah, we're good. So this is gonna be easy. Some brass funnels. So a lot of mechanical crafters. Holy cow! We need 21 of those. And with that, our job is done. I'm just gonna start this up. We don't need a time lapse it. The world doesn't care. It's just an itty bitty farm. I'm gonna head over there and make sure that nothing is breaking though while I do this, because it's probably breaking. I don't know. I just feel like no matter what, a little contraption being put inside of a build that I didn't immediately prep it for is going to break. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to be fine. I just don't believe it. We are going to power it from underneath here. So I'm going to go down. Where's power? Nowhere. Oh, right here. Perfect. All right, and then I should be able to, if I'm capable, throw in a little gearbox, a little shaft, one of these, and then just go all the way along. There we go. That is now hooked up, and I'm stuck. This way? There we go. How do I get up? Let me. Are we done? Not yet. But we basically are. I do need to grab some water and some other stuff. I need a lever. Okay. I'm hoping that if I turn this on, it'll move back and forth. Perfect. That's what we care about. That's the hardest part. Once we have that, it should just be lava, some water in some places, and then over here, I need a water like this. Okay, everything should be in. If I turn this thing on, we should be getting all the ingredients and stuff. Obviously, if you haven't seen this farm, I would definitely recommend checking out the video I made on it. I'll put it in like one of the time card whatever things. But we should see, yep, everything's going the right way. This is all going around. and we should be getting cobblestone in here, which we do. It will take a while for this to get up to full speed, but eventually, oh, you can see maybe it already is happening. Yeah, we're getting cobble in all of these sections. We have cobblestone in this basin, which is where we're going to make the andesite. This is only going to make 5k andesite per hour, so I probably want to switch up the andesite making to be a little bit better. But we'll get there when we get there. As for the other things, these should be crushing cobblestone into gravel, gravel into sand, sand into all the way over here, sand, soul sand, and then soul sand should get washed into quartz. Quartz is going to go on that far belt over there, and then we should start seeing stuff actually happen. I'm going to go into free cam just so we can get a better view of this thing. Yeah, so we're going to see soul sand drop, or quartz drop out onto this belt, hopefully. Yep, we just saw it. And yeah, we're already getting andesite. I bet we already have diorite in there. We have 4 andesite in here. Okay, that's because all of the diorite is getting picked up at the moment. But now we have 15, 20 diorite, 23, 27, plenty of diorite. Now I think it's worth modifying this slightly so that we can get granite if we want, or we can get diorite if we want, or we can get andesite if we want. And I think that'll just be 3 levers. So depending on where it goes, this item vault is, I've decided, going to then either map to granite, andesite, or the diorite's just going to go into our main storage system, and that'll be a lever that we turn on so that if this overflows, nothing else will be annoying other than maybe the items will despawn. But other than that, that'll be fine. We're already 120 andesite, 200 and 300 diorite. This thing's going pretty fast. I'm going to turn this off, and we're going to set up a system for both diorite and andesite. And with a little bit of finagling and digging under the ground, we now have a system for andesite, a system for granite, which is way more hidden, and on and off switches for each of them. So right now we're getting a bunch of andesite here. We are at 3,000. I think I've been AFKing for 15 minutes or so. We also still have some granite being made. I was thinking I'm gonna be building quite often with a bunch of granite, so I think just having occasional granite on at all times would be good, but we have the ability for everything that we care about, including single diorite that will lock this thing and just make diorite go straight through, so we'll still get granite, and then of course granite will have everything drop down into the bottom bits there, and that should let everything work as expected. But we still have all the items in this item vault. Let's bring it back to the main base. I'm thinking, since every one of my farms always overflows, and we have this belt that leads to this backpack here that has an overflow protection, I think we just put everything onto this belt. It shouldn't be that difficult to do. As you can see, if we just go this way, we're basically here. So I think that'll be the plan. I'm just gonna grab a chute from underneath this spot here and then connect it up with that belt that I just showed you. With this connection, that will bring all of the items back over here. The only issue is that I'm going the wrong way, and also we currently don't have storage space for them, so they're just gonna get stuck. Unless I'm lying to you, we do have storage space for them. Oh, perfect. Okay, hopefully andesite, yep, will come in here. We have plenty of stack upgrades for this. And honestly, that might make these drawers up here for andesite and granite useless. Yeah, it does. All right, and with those 2 removed, I should just be able to put in all the granite that we have, all the andesite that we have, and we should now see those numbers just going up. We're at 5,000 of each. We're getting a bunch of andesite right now, and we can, like with a flip of the switch, set up granite production. So I'm super happy about that. This is working fabulously, and it didn't take too long. I think it did take quite a while for me to figure out how to do the whole like setup system, but otherwise it is now working. Where did that go? But if we wanted to, we could turn this thing back on and have it just continue producing for us. I think granite for now would be good, but we can obviously switch it up if we need. General Ross joined the game. As for the 4-in-1 cobblestone generator, I'm thinking like this area could be cool. as like a kind of small building near one of the large ones just to show scale. But we're gonna need to update this cobblestone generator because this was used way back in the day when I didn't really know what the best cobblestone generator was, but I think we can improve this quite a bit. So I'm gonna just quickly hop into a creative world and fix this. All right, so I have just the brains of this machine in, and I've already removed the cobblestone generator. I am just going to throw in the new one. This is just a test world for the kind of starter house workshop video that I made a week ago maybe. But the cobblestone gen isn't too difficult to make. All right, with that now added in, we should be seeing cobblestone getting dropped out, but we're not. There we go, that should fix it. The thing that I changed was that this funnel was on the belts, so it couldn't drop it out like it is now. It wouldn't be able to drop out all the items that it wants because it thinks that the belt is there, so it needs to wait before it can drop stuff out, which we don't want because then it won't fill up. So we just need a gap block and then it'll drop it all onto the belt and get pretty much all put into here. I do think, unfortunately, do the crushing wheels have priority? I honestly don't know. It actually looks pretty even. All we have to do to invert these things is to wait for that to work. And now the sand has priority over that, which is exactly what we want. Okay, cool. We could turn this off. I don't care about gathering the resources here. I'm just gonna leave the chests for now just so that we have a proof of storage thing, but let's grab the new schematic and connect this whole thing back up so that we can put it back into our world. All right, back over in survival, we have the machine here. I think this is actually a good spot for it. If you can picture it with me, I haven't built a building for this or anything, but as you're walking, we're gonna want some smaller buildings here to, I think, just guide the focus towards the train station. And we're gonna make this entrance more grand and everything. I just haven't gotten there yet. I don't really know what to do with it. But eventually, once this is more grand, we're gonna want things to like kind of make a telescope so that we're looking just at the train station and we can't like avert our gaze over to the train tracks over there or anywhere over there. We're gonna want it so that we're just looking here. And I think a little hut here so that it blocks kind of the corner of that would be good, and it'll give us a little bit of a gap to connect up this path with this one. So I'm thinking this is a good spot for it. I don't have a build for it yet though. And we need to tear down some of these trees because they will be in the way. And I'm so sorry about this tree. I'm kind of bummed about it. Maybe we leave the stump for later because I think it's a good spot for a tree, like a really little one. But for now, we kind of just got to get rid of stuff. And I am going to take out the floor here. Currently, we're just using smooth stone because I can't be bothered switching it out. But I'm going to change that once the build is in and any place that is visible once we set up the build itself. But I think from right here, this is a good angle for it. We'll be able to turn it on and off. Like if the doorway is right here, we'll be able to turn it on and off right away. This is just going to go straight into the same belt that we have down here, this belt system, so that everything will get deleted immediately. We don't have to worry about it. So I think that's a good plan. Let's get all the materials to build this thing. We honestly probably have most of them again. I mean, these little contraptions are so easy to make compared to the massive things that require 20,000 blocks and 1,000 different stair blocks and a bunch of different textures of the same stair block. They're just all a mess, but these contraptions are so easy peasy, which is why we can do more than one an episode compared to building. Oh my god, it takes so long to build anything. So let's check out this material list. I think, yeah, easy peasy. Mechanical pump and some funnels. And now we should have plenty of those once we have this set up. Oh, cogwheels. Good thing I checked again because we used all our cogwheels for the pumps. All right, now we're good, just to verify, and I want to replace missing, or skip missing, replace everything, creative motor we don't care about. Send it, baby! Yeah, so this is gonna be really quick to do. I don't have a build for it, which is a bummer. It shouldn't be that hard of a build to set up though. I'm thinking this type of like diagonal thing, maybe no glass on the roof, and just have it be an enclosed little shack thing. The size on which this is being put in isn't too bad. Let's get in the pathway from here to here. I think that should be easy to do. I kind of want to make it muddier, but that I think would require a little building here or something, or maybe here, so that we have an alleyway that leads behind and then over this way. So for now, maybe we don't do that. I do want to, however, remove this corner here, because this is going to be our wall piece, and I'm thinking we can do the same, honestly, over here. I am so lying about these three, but we can go over here and shrink this part down, and then we can have a little jut out area here. I think it'll be good for shapes to just have different things. I think we're actually done. I think it's over. Let me grab some buckets. I need definitely more lava and water. We do still need to connect this to power, and I'm gonna probably just fix all of this, because it's pretty garbage. This is now hooked up to power. We have already hooked up the items. I need to go run over here and hook up, or I guess just set up. We need to set up the backpack to be able to hold all 4 items that we're gonna use. I'm gonna leave these here, I think, just because if we're using Tom Simple storage to put away items, and these are filled up, and the item vault's filled up, I would like some drawers as a backup. So we have gravel. I need stone, cobblestone, and sand. So once we get some cobble and some sand, and I don't know what I want to replace. This knife can go for sure. And I'm getting rid of those bowls. All right. With that, we should be able to start this thing up, and we should also see all of our items going all the way back. The reason I'm no longer doing the Tom Simple storage thing, by the way, is because it doesn't recognize void upgrades. So if it's not connected, it'll just start filling up the item vaults, which we don't want. Was that a butterfly? I don't know. Let's turn this thing on and see if it works. We should be getting cobblestone over here. Amazing. And that should be just be going into this vault to get crushed or dropped out and picked up. Again, everything's going backwards. Yoop. There we go. Hopefully, yep, everything's going the right way now. We should see things start working. I need a lava bucket. OMG, he lives. Who's alive? Who's here? Dewstream? Where is he? He has not seen anything that I've built. Dewstream! Where are you? Also, it's like 4 a.m. for him. Why is he awake? Where is he? Is he on the map anywhere? That's a drown. Oh. Oh. Oh, hello? Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
I just caught wind. A pigeon landed at my window, and I had a little note on its leg.
Okay.
And it said, "Hey, dude, Kindle's uploading too much content. I need you to slow down the pace. So I'm here to ruin whatever plans you had."
The plan's already built.
I'm here to undo it.
Really,
I don't know
please don't.
I'm just listen. Oh, it's been a while.
It has. Not a lot has changed other
all
than
all this has to come down. I haven't seen this, man. Like I'm.
Wait, you haven't?
Nah.
Oh. Okay, then a lot has changed. Yeah. Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Okay. Okay.
No,
well,
I've been.
Let me give you a tour. Tour time. Tour time. Yep. Welcome to Escargaria, a part of the land that you co-own. You've done an amazing job cultivating a productive work environment. And so I spent the next hour and maybe a half showing Dewstream his own base, which is, I mean, in and of itself hilarious. But then we were also joined by the General Ross, who wanted to just see all the bases, all the cool contraptions and stuff. Because, you know, I don't know if you know this, but Ross, a big builder guy, knows how to make cool blocks look cool, but doesn't know how to make them make things. I hope that made sense. Anywho, we showed him some of the cool kind of contraptions that we have. I gave him the ability, the privilege even, to enchant all of his gear with our brand new enchanting system for 32 netherite ingots, which I mean, I think it's just the whole Create-O-Holics team that's so easy to scam. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I mean, Bubby with the easiest to be gaslit and scammed, and then General Ross coming up with a close second. I think Charlie might be my biggest competition in scamming the competition. But honestly, what are you going to do when he makes some beautiful NFTs? You got to buy them. That's what you got to do. So yeah, we showed General Ross and Dewstream around the base, finishing off with the brand new train station that honestly has grown on me so much since we last built it. It is so cool. But yeah, now it's time to get back to the base. All right, we are back, and this thing has been running for a little bit. We have now quite a bit of each of the 3 things. Still not a great amount, but we will get more, and the good news is that we can turn stuff on and off as we see fit. A only partial concern that I have is this chute never really gives gravel through because this is always flowing with a bunch of items, which isn't great. I might just set up 2 chutes that go all the way down, and that should fix it. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Whoa. Okay, well, this is bad news. I might have been lagging out the whole server. How did I do this? I forgot to connect stuff up. This is bad. Bad. Okay. It's fixed. Whoa, what a bad plan. It's backed up. How is it backed up? Okay, we should now be good. We have so much lapis. We probably should stop that. Crisis is now averted. Everything is working. We have 2 chute piles that go down into Foreverland. Both of them hopefully have enough space to get in, and they do. Let's see how even things are. We have quite a bit of stone, a little bit of cobble. I think we have the least amount of sand. That would make sense to me. But we still have 1,700. The good news is that we could just turn stuff off. So I'm probably going to turn off gravel and stone. And then once we get like 20,000 cobble, we can turn that off as well. But we have 40,000 of each of those. We should be good there. But yeah, this thing is done. And that means we can go back to our list of laws, and we can now take down andesite, diorite, and then the stones. And now all we have are some plants, and then some more plants. So I think we could do those in the next episode. We're also going to need to build a little building and maybe get to work on beautifying the outside of the train station, because right now there's a bunch of stones in the way and a tree, and we can't be having that. That would be horrible. So thank you all for tuning into this episode. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.